Welcome to the workout with an itty bitty ball. This is a great workout if you don't have weights to work with. These balls are really cheap. It's just one of those children's balls from any toy store or sports store. And it's really good also if you're a beginner, but it does provide some extra resistance. And you'll see when we get into the exercises, if you are struggling with menopause, this is a great way to start building some strength. We're going to put the ball to the side while we do our warm up. So start with those legs nice and wide. And you're just going to go bend the knees and stretch, bend and stretch, bend and stretch. Pull that tummy into the spine. Only go as low as what is comfortable with your knees. Okay, we're going to roll out those shoulders. Drop and roll, drop and roll, drop and roll, drop. Let's hold on to the shoulders and work with those elbows. Just trying to get some mobilization in the joints. We're going to do 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Full circle. We're working slowly at first so we can wake up that body. Don't forget to breathe. The whole way through this workout, we're going to be working in repetitions of 8. And hold it here. Shoulders down, reach through the fingers. We're going to lunge from side to side. Now working with 8s because we're going to work with music, but also sometimes we can go 8 plus 8 to make it 16 for a bit more repetition, but it's mostly because we're working with music. 4, 3, 2, we're going to take it into a sweep. 4 more. Now take it across. You'll notice my back knee is turning in so that I don't twist the knee. So I'm swiveling on the toes. Go back to your sweep, over. We've got 4. And we go back to our sweep. Last 4. Now just give me an easy swing. This just helps to really just give into gravity, let go of those joints. Can we do last 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to just take one arm. Now can you reach the body a little bit further so that it goes beyond your hips and reach out through the opposite leg. You've got 2 more. 1 more. Now we're going to lift that leg. Let's go 4 more. Make sure you pull that tummy in and just swing it out. Last 3, 2, now 1 arm to the other side. Ready? Lift the leg. Take that head with you. I've lost count. 4, 3, 2. We're going to bring it back to the center. Circle. Now we go double time. 4, 3, 2, and take the legs parallel, a little bit closer. Arms to the side. You're going to pull the elbows back. Squeeze. Close that chest. Now as I do this movement, I'm tucking my tail under so that I'm just warming up that spine. Let's do last 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. So that's a very short warm-up. If you need to take an extended warm-up, you can repeat that, or you can do some more of your own movements. We're going to move on to the first exercise. Stand with the legs in a turned out position. In dance we call the second position, with the knees bent. We're going to hold the ball like it's a tray with champagne glasses on. We're going to rotate and down. Rotate and down. But as we rotate, you're going to stretch the legs and down. And stretch and down. Let's go double time. And up and down. 2, 3, and 4. Remember I said 8. And a 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Now we're going to hold it here and in. Right, so we're just staying in that plie position. I'm just doing a little bit of a tiny walk from heel to heel. 6, just to keep the rhythm. 7 and 8. Now I'm going to rotate the ball down. Down. Try to keep that shoulder down and out of the ears. We've got 4. And of course, if your knees start to feel a little bit, just stretch the legs, give them a break. Okay, take the ball to the middle. Bring the feet parallel. We're going to bring it into the chest and forward. In and forward. Remember to pull that tummy into the spine. We're going to do another set. Really think of those shoulder blades coming back and together. Last 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it back to your second. Gives you a little 2-second breather. Right, plie. Hold on to your tray of champagne glasses. Let's go slowly. Rotate. You don't want those glasses to slide off your tray. Rotate. And lower. Rotate. And lower. Rotate. And lower. Double time. And 1. As you bring it in, think of squeezing down like you're working through mud. Feel some resistance. Last 2. And we're going to hold it here and bring it in and out. Now, if you really want to, you can walk those heels, or you can just stay with a bounce in that plie. Last 4. And 3. Pull that tummy in. 2. And 1. And rotate. Rotate. Keep lifting up. 1 more set. And 2, 3, 4. 4 more to go. 5, 6. Last 2. 7 and 8. And bring it in. Shake it out. Bring that ball back in front. And we're going to soften those knees and take the ball forward and in. Now you can work nice and easy, or you can squeeze the ball. Squeeze and in. Squeeze it out, squeeze it in, release. Squeeze out, squeeze in, release. So just a 2-second, not even, half a second release before you squeeze it forward again. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release, squeeze. Keep pulling that tummy into the spine. Squeeze. We're going to do last 4. 4. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're going to go back into our second position so we can get nice and low, holding it here. We're going to squeeze it up, bring it in, take it forward and in. So as we go up, we stretch and in. Take it forward, stretch and in. Are you ready? And 1, and in, and a 2, and in, and a 1, and in. Squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. Keep that tension. Keep that tension. You don't have to pop the ball, but just try and keep it. The hardest part is at the top above your head in that shoulder press position. Let's do 4 more. And forward. We have 3 more. Keep drawing the tummy into the spine. We have 2 more. And in. We have 1 more. And in. And give it a little bit of a break. Quickly have a sip of water, mop yourself down. We're going to go on to the next exercise. Have you had a sip of water? Are you ready for the next exercise? We're going to actually put the ball between the knees. All right, I'm going to face sideways for you. We're going to sit into a squat position. You want your weight on the heels. You want to pull that tummy in and keep that ball squeezed. So we're going to stretch and bend. Just adjust your feet so that they're wide enough so that you can stretch your legs with the ball there. And stretch and bend. Now you want to really reach the sit bones far behind you. We're going to bring those arms into it. Reach them forward. Feel like they counterbalance your hips. Faster. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 more to go. 5, 6. We're going to advance it a little bit. You're going to stay down on the next one for 3 counts. And come up and down, 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 and up, down. Pull that tummy in. Don't let it hang on your lap. Up, down, down. 2 more of these. Up, down. Sit on those heels. Don't forget that core. And bring it up. Take it out for a moment. Give your body a break. But we're going to do more squats. So we're going to start with the feet parallel and close together. We're going to go into a squat position. We're going to come up and we're going to squat wide. Come up, bring it in, squat narrow. Come up, bring it out, squat wide. Let's try that with the music. So it's almost like a bounce. Now you want to really make sure that you're sitting on the heels. We're going to add the ball behind, behind. So I'm actually touching the ball behind my back so that I squeeze the shoulder blades together. Oops. Let's go for 4 more. 4. I do lose count occasionally. 2 and 1. Let's stay down for 3. 1, 2, 3, middle, and 1, 2. Pull that tummy in, and middle, and 1, 2, 3, and middle, and 1, 2. 4 more to go. Almost there. This is the most intense part of the workout. 3. Where's that tummy? Suck it off your belt. Sit on those heels. Last one. And bring it up, shake it out. I'm going to face sideways for this one. You're going to have one leg forward, one leg back. Now we're going to go into a little seesaw movement. One leg stretches to push you forward. This knee stays bent. You're going to hold the hand in this, the ball in the same hand as the leg. We're going to swing. Now it's a very small lift with that leg. Don't throw it. Don't kick it hard. Because I want you to think of lifting from the bum cheeks, from the glutes. Lift. Check this knee is not going too far over the toes. And it's not going in front of the middle toe. You don't want it to twist. So there is a bit of balance involved here. Pull that tummy in. We've got 4 more to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to add on. So we're going to go there, knee, there, knee. Now there's a bit more momentum. Also, the minute you add more momentum and the movement is big, you'll probably find your heart rate starts to go up. Let's do 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Let's prepare the other side. Forward, forward. Even here, when you're driving forward, just squeeze that bum. Be aware of the feeling in those glutes. Forward, forward. Let's go with the swing, swing. And swing. Pull that tummy in, support the spine. And swing. Not so much a swing, a lift. Be conscious of lifting and not dropping into gravity, but controlling it. I've lost count again. Let's just do last 3, 2. Are you ready for the forward and back? And 1, 2, 3, 4. Place this other hand where it's comfortable. You can take it out to the side for more balance. And again, I've lost count. Let's do last 2. And release it. Shake it out. Okay, so you can see I'm in a step touch position. right? I'm just using this to keep moving in between while you take a breather. But the next exercise is going to work in this lateral range. Are you breathing? Okay, so we're going to take one leg to the side. This is the leg that's going to lift in what we call an abduction. So you're working with the outer part of the hip. And again, we're going to swing the arm of the ball. Now here the ball is just a prop. Gives you something to do, not creating any tension for you. But you'll feel we're going to use it for a lot more when we get down to the mat. Make sure in this movement that you keep the knees to the front. You've got 4. You've got 3. And 2. And 1. Can we hold it there? Hold. Okay, find your balance. Find your balance. If you need to, grab a chair, grab the wall. Go find where you need to. We're holding. Knee is forward. Lift. 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 Pull the tummy in. 5. 6. This time we're going for 16. If you need to, take a break. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. All right, release it. You can see the sun is starting to move onto my mat. It's getting very hot. Whew. Hope you're feeling this. I am. Let's go into our toe tap. This was your little break in between. Are you ready? Leg lift. Remember to keep that knee to the front. Let's add the swing. Now it doesn't feel like much when you do it, but it's when you add all those movements up, you really start to feel it. So enjoy the easy ones that we do at first. Are you ready to hold it? Okay, find that balance, hold it. If you need to grab the wall, grab a chair, make sure that knee is in, check your alignment. Lift, lift, lift. Pull that tummy in. 5. Keep that knee forward. Otherwise, you're working your hip flexor. We want to work into glute med. 8. Last 3, 2, 1. And release it out, shake it out. Okay, we're going to take it down to the floor, but that doesn't mean we're resting. Another quick water break, and then we go on to our third exercise. Right, I hope you've had your water break. You're going to take this ball, and you're going to put it between your knees. This is where you're going to start to feel that tension. Lying it down on your back. Check that your feet are in line with your hips, your sit bones, and you want those knees up to the ceiling. And just quickly check your pelvis, that it's not arching, your back's not arching. I want you to engage your core and make sure that that pelvis is nice and flat. So we're going to start off just squeezing the ball. So we're going to go squeeze, and now my hand is just giving you the picture of what your inner thighs are doing because you can't see. So those knees are squeezing on that ball, little pulses, squeeze, squeeze. We're going to do 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now squeeze and hold. 2, 3, release, hold. 2, 3, release, hold. 2, 3, release, hold. 2, 3, release. Last 4. Release. 3, 2, 1. Okay, release for a moment. Now what's happening with the tummy there? I want you to pull that belly button down into your spine. I want you to try and find that pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor is what works when you're trying to hold in your wee. Okay, so we're trying to hold in the wee. So we're going to start off with a squeeze on the ball. You're going to access the pelvic floor and the belly button. Tilt your pelvis and push your hips up into a hip bridge. Now make sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed and that you're not arching your back. So I want you to make sure that you are tilted. We're going to hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and then roll down through the spine. Squeeze the ball, tilt, and up. Hold it there. Again, another check. Make sure your ribs are knitted together. We're going to hold it for 3, and 2, and 1. Roll it down. Really try and feel the spine. Again, squeeze the ball, tilt, roll it up. Do that check. Belly button in, ribs closed, bum cheek squeezed. Another 3, and 2, and 1, and roll it down. Now we're going to do repetitions. We go squeeze, roll it up, roll it down, release the knees, squeeze, roll it up, roll it down, release the knees, squeeze, roll it up, roll it down, release the knees, squeeze. Squeeze. Let's do 2 more. And you've got 1 more. And squeeze and hold it up. Are you starting to feel it now? Stay there, squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze. And 8, 6. Try not to lose your height. And roll it down. Ooh, those inner thighs are probably feeling it. We're not quite finished with them, but take the ball out. Let your knees drop open and just release those inner thighs for a moment. Always nice to just get rid of that tension and come back into feet parallel. Pull the belly button into the spine. Engage that pelvic floor. Take the ball over your head. And 1. And up. Now this doesn't feel like much, but what I want you to think of is that as you take it up, I'm going to pull up my top. You don't let those ribs pop up. You want to keep the ribs closed. By doing that, your abdominals are going to work. Imagine you've got a chopstick between your hip and your rib. So you don't want to let go of the chopstick. You want to keep that chopstick in place. So we go over and lift. So basically you're feeling tension in the abdominal area the whole way through the movement. We're not letting go. 2 more. We're going to add on a little chest lift so we engage those abs even more. This is what it looks like. Control it over. Chest lift. So there's no momentum. Chest lift. So again, as I take it over, I'm not letting those ribs pop open. There's no release here. You're engaging the whole way through the movement. 4. 3. You've got last 2. You have 1 more. And hold that ball up. Now you're going to hold it in the same arm as leg. So we're going to work with one side. I want you to pull the belly button to the floor. Float the leg up. This knee is on top of the hip. Arm and leg go away from each other on a diagonal and in. Now again, if this is happening, that means you're not using your core at all. So you need to make sure that the back stays low to the floor. There's no movement in that spine. You're pulling that belly button down. If you struggle, rather do it on a higher diagonal and not all the way parallel to the floor. So the lower the leg and the arm go, the more challenging it is for the core. We have 2 more to go. You have 1 more. You're going to place that foot down and you're going to swap to the other side. Now we're going to add on another set that's a little bit more challenging. Are you ready? We go over. First, check that your ribs are in, your lower back stays still on the floor. So the set that I'm adding after this, we're going to lift both legs off the floor. If that is too much for you, if you feel it in your back, rather go back to this version. It's not a competition. Last 2. 1 more. Sometimes slow and steady is better. Let's change the other side. Are you ready for the other version? You can either stay here or we lift both feet, lower back to the floor. Again, it's still 1 arm and leg. So if you are trying this version, you'll feel it's a lot more challenging to keep that back on the floor. The goal is to not let the back move. You want those abdominals to hold you in a neutral position. We have 4 more. 4. Now to add to this challenge, we're going to swap straight away to the other side. If you're putting 1 4 on the floor, you just do a quick swap. And other side. 1. And up. 2. And up. 3. And up. 4. Have a quick check. Are those chopsticks in place? And 6. And 7. And 8. And gently place the feet down. Give it a little bit of a wobble. Right, that ball is going back between the knees. I said we weren't done with the ball between the knees. But this time we're not going to be using it to squeeze so much. We're just using it to keep those knees in place. I want you to use your lower back to get it into the floor. Use that core, and you're going to bring both knees up so that they're on top of your hips. Take your arms out to the side. Now we're going to take the knees to one side and back to the middle, to the other side and back to the middle. The challenge with this is to keep the shoulder blade still on the floor. So the shoulder blade doesn't lift, it stays flat, and just peel the hip off the floor. This is not about going as far as you can. We're not going all the way over because then we lose control. You're keeping it small and controlled. Get that lower back into the floor each time you come back to the middle. So we're going to add on over, extend the legs, and bend and center. Other side. Extend. If you find this too much of a challenge, I'm going to show you another version. We're going to go over, one foot lifts up, it extends, and back. You'll see from this side now, other foot comes up, extends, but now you've got to keep that tummy connected. So the minute you lift that hip, don't let that back arch. All right, so there is your level 1 version. Over, extend. Really hold that chopstick in place. We're going to do 4 more, right? So you're either on this one or you're on level 1. We have 3 more. Glue that shoulder to the floor. Be aware of what's happening in your body. Only 1 more to do after this. And back, last one. And gently place it down on the floor. Grab that ball. Hold the ball above your head. Extend one leg, extend the other leg. And again, don't let that back arch. Use that core. Take the ball over the head. You're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, you're going to reach up and over. Sit up nice and tall and tilt, rolling it down. And again, breathing it in, up and over. Sitting it up nice and tall and gently rolling it down. Now, if you really struggle with this, you can either take a TheraBand and use that to wrap around your feet and help to pull yourself up, or I'll show you another version. You can just do a half one where you just bring the head and the hands up just to feel the abs engaging and lowering it down. But remember, when you take the ball over, you check that those ribs don't pop open. So there's your level 1. And level 2, we're just going to do 1 more. Okay, we're going to go on to the next exercise on the knees. We're going to use that ball. You're going to start off with your hand on the ball, your knees under your hips. Pull that tummy in. Now we're going to roll the ball forward of the arm and we're going to bring it back in. Nice and simple. You're going to take the leg out behind you. You've got opposite arm on the ball. So as you roll it forward, you lift the leg and roll it in. And roll and in. And roll. Now you want to make sure you're not collapsing your spine. You've got to pull that tummy in. And down. And forward. And forward. Last one. Now you're going to roll it forward and hold it there. Little pulse up. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go 8 more and 8. 7, 6, 5. Where's your rib cage? Close it and release. Give your wrist a break. Change to the other side. Start off just finding that ball where you want to roll it. Kind of like rolling out your dough. And we go forward and lower. And 2. And lower. And 3. And 4. We've got 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And holding it forward. And lift. And 2. Working from the glutes. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. 8 more. And 2. And 3. And 4. Last 5. Where's the rib cage? Tummy in. 8 and release it down. Okay, you're going to grab that ball You're going to hold it, okay, just for some support. We're going to tuck the toes under. You're going to start off by tilting that pelvis to engage that core. You're going to hover those knees. You're going to step one leg back, the other leg back, and drop into a plank. You're going to lift your hips, bring the legs in one at a time, and lower. And tummy, lift. Leg, leg, it doesn't matter which one's first, lower into your plank. Lift the hips up, bring the legs in one at a time, and lower. 2 more times. Tummy, lift. Leg, leg, lower into your plank. Lifting it up, bring them in, and lower. Last one. Tummy, lift. Legs, lower to plank. Lifting it up, knees in, and lower. Take the weight off the elbows for a moment. Okay, we're going to take it onto the side for the next one. You're going to place the ball, let's hope we don't lose the ball, between the feet. You're going to lie your head down on your arm for support. Not up here because it puts the neck out of alignment, so you take it right down. Feet are a little bit forward, hip is slightly back, and this hand is here for support. We're going to lift the ball and lower. Lift. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep pulling the tummy in. 7 and 8. Let's go 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Just to work those obliques a little bit. Bring that ball towards you before it runs away. Other side. Ball between the feet. Resting your head, hip back, ball forward, arm in place to support you. Engage that core. We go. 1, 2. Now the sun is right in my face. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now this hip is back so that we don't work into our back. 8 more. 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and release. And that concludes our exercises. Now we're just going to do a quick stretch. If you want to grab a towel, it'll help you with your stretch, or a flexi band. Right, so I've grabbed a towel to use for my stretch. You're going to start lying on your back. Take one knee into your chest. Use your towel around your foot, or you can use it around the back of your leg to pull your leg into a hamstring stretch. And you just want to hold that stretch for a good 16 seconds, just breathing into it. Try not to force it. Just take it to where you feel the tension in the muscle, and then just hold and give it a chance to release. If you feel it starts to release, you can take it a little bit further, ever so gently, and then hold it again. From there, we're going to open it out because we did a lot of inner thigh work. Now in this position, make sure you don't roll off the supporting hip. So use this knee and use your core to help keep yourself flat on the floor. Take the leg as wide as you can to feel that inner thigh stretch. And my dogs are in the way. And bring it back up. Go, out, go, go. Bringing it back up. You're going to take the band off or the towel off, cross it over your knee, reach through, grab the bottom leg, and use your elbow to push on that floating knee. Get that stretch in the glutes. Don't forget to breathe into that stretch. No, Skylar. And we're going to go to the other side. So grab your towel, either put it on your foot or around the back of your leg. Now remember, you want to hold it for a good 16 counts. And just breathe into that stretch. And try and relax your shoulders, get rid of the tension in other parts of the body. And taking it open into your adductor or inner thigh stretch. Remember, the opposite hip needs to stay flat on the ground. And just breathe. Enjoy the feeling of that stretch. And gently bringing it back up. We're going to cross it over, reach through to grab the bottom leg. Your elbow is going to push into the floating knee to rotate it outwards. If you can't feel it very much, take your legs over towards the leg on the bottom side. So you're taking it more away from the floating knee. Breathe into it. Try to relax your neck, your jaw. And release. Just hold under your legs so you can roll it up. And we're just going to do a stretch for the chest because we did use the chest a bit with that ball. Clasp those hands and take them behind you and lift them upwards. Feel that stretch across the chest, the front of the shoulders, and really sit up as tall as you can. And clasp the hands and round out the spine. Push through the hands, push out through the shoulder blades. Just stretch out that upper back. And release. Well done. Thank you very much for joining me on the workout today. I have lots of other workouts on my platform, so go have a look. There are workouts with flexi bands. There are other ball workouts. Hope to see you again soon.